This year is the centenary of the formation of the Women's Royal Naval Service, and I particularly wanted to pay tribute to all those women who were injured while they were serving. So I invited fellow war pensioners Lynn, Janet and Jan to come and share their experiences over lunch with me. Lynn brought this wonderful platter as our starter. First we heard from Janet, who was about to have her leg amputated.
So you're having your operation done in Portsmouth now?
Yeah, 2 surgeon commanders are doing it, and I'm having it done under a local. So
Flipping heck, Janet!
I know.
That's what I can say.
You're very brave.
So I have nightmares under.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
yeah.
They put me on a course for PTSD after this.
Yeah.
But it's so I can get a photograph of him, so I guess the weight of the leg.
Yeah?
This is Guess the Weight of the Leg.
Yes.
Tell me
Janet
about
has an unusual sense of humour.
Yeah. I just actually thought, let something good come from something bad. Well, it's not bad because hopefully it'll improve my mobility because it actually affects my neck and my back.
I was going to say,
yes, yeah.
But so I thought, well, let's raise some money, and somebody actually mentioned, well, guess the weight of the leg. I thought, well, that's quite a good idea actually. So it's guess the weight of the leg, and whoever guesses the right weight or the closest to it gets £50.
And the
And
rest
and I've raised up to £1,400 at the moment, and it's going to go to the
Wow!
the 3 charities that have helped me, which is SAFA, the RMBT and Blesma. But I've also got a football from, unfortunately, Manchester United.
I told you don't get along to Manchester City.
Yeah, but I've got a signed football from Manchester United, which I'm going to raffle off because I should get quite a lot of money for that. And then that'll go to Blesma, and then after my leg's off, Bill's asked me to be a welfare rep for Blesma.
Oh, brilliant.
Brilliant.
It should be really good, just give something back.
Yes.
And what's Blesma, sorry?
British Limnerset Servicemen's Association. They're a really good charity actually.
Yeah,
They've
they
been
are.
really good to me. They've got me a really nice wheelchair, which it's like pulley rather than so I can actually go out with the dogs off-roading, and it goes quite quick as well. It's got hydraulic brakes and everything.
Yeah. But it gives you your independence back,
Well,
which is
exactly,
important.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll get a leg and I'll get about a bit better because it's just with posture because that leg's bent.
Yeah.
It'll actually have me standing up straight.
And have you looked at some prosthetics yet?
I have been shopping in Bournemouth Hospital for those.
Have you?
That's amazing.
Shopping in hospital.
What, I go shopping for a new pair of shoes?
You go shopping for a new leg.
I can go
So
shopping
what
for
sort of what are the sort of things that are on offer? I have no idea.
Well, because I'm a war pensioner, I can
Yeah.
actually get a sea leg, which is about £58,000.
A
Rather than the
sea
box
leg?
standard NH. Yeah, it's called a sea leg. It's an app on your phone.
Right.
Because one of the chaps at Blesma's just got his. It's his third trial leg, and it's the best one he's had.
Yeah.
And it actually moves with your body.
Yeah.
So how did all this start?
Well, my leg first started playing football for the Navy in 2000, so I had my ACL reconstructed at Hasler. I was then shot down in a helicopter in Baghdad, which jarred my knee. And after that I was medically discharged, and to make my knee right, because it was popping in and out my knee,
Yeah.
so they said, oh, right, you need a knee replacement. So I had my first knee replacement in this Christmas 2014, and then my revision Christmas 2015. So it's, my sister's had hers done and she's running about okay, and she's 68 years old.
Yeah.
But unfortunately I heal like concrete, I heal too quickly.
Right.
Because they said I've got to give up smoking, because otherwise I won't heal quick enough. I said if I heal any quicker I'll be like Superman.
Yeah, you will.
Leaping tall buildings.
Yeah.
But the fact you heal quickly could be good for your...
For the amputation, it should be, yeah, because I've
Yeah.
never had any infections or anything, which, and they said my skin looks alright. For the flax was,
Yeah.
he said it's going to look like a Cornish pasty.
I do love their sense of humour.
Can you choose the right sort of stitching? You know, I want it chain stitched. Then Jan told us her story.
I very stupidly went on Expo and put my arm in front of a moving barge which collided with a tree with my arm in the middle of it.
Oh my goodness.
So I said, golly gosh. I seemed to put my arm in rather a silly place. And then I swore quite violently. Was 5 weeks in hospital in Reading, 5 weeks and 3 weeks in St Bernard in Northwood.
And what did you do when you were in the Wrens?
Communications.
And what sort of thing does that mean? Nowadays, communications means using an iPhone, I think.
Yeah, very much so. Signal piping, distribution,
So all the signals.
crypto.
Yeah. And that was most of that was in a communications centre, a ComCen, wasn't it?
Yeah, the MSO, as they call it.
Yeah.
Depending how big it was.
And what sort of? I remember loads and loads of machines with little printers all running off them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I was at Collingwood on Saturday,
Yeah.
where they've been doing a blue plaque scheme.
Mm.
Collingwood was the last one that we were doing. And they opened up the museum for us.
I
And the
saw
museum's dedicated to the guy that used to live with me.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought, I recognise that piece. That came out of my house, I recognise that.
Yeah. How amazing.
And a friend of mine that I took with me, she went, oh, this takes me back. Teleprinters.
Yes. And Lynn explained the background to her injury.
I worked with the Royal Marines, one of my jobs, for 3 years at Drawing Centurion, and part of their ethos was that if you worked with them, you had to fit in with their sporting regime. So although I did play sport, I became a lot fitter while I was there, because every Tuesday morning was their phys session that all the staff had to go to. So the girls had to join in whatever they were doing. And I'd had some niggles with my back, and we were doing this outdoor activity this one Tuesday morning, and my back just went totally into spasm. I collapsed in a big heap on the floor. Spent 3 weeks in Hasler. I was off work for all in all for about 9 weeks, and the back has just never got better from that. So throughout my career, I was medically downgraded for my last 12 years of service. Although I did 24 years, I was downgraded for a lot of them.
And that meant you limited what you could do.
I couldn't go to sea. Well, I could have tried. You know, they didn't say I couldn't go to sea, but if I'd tried to do BISC, I don't think I'd have even got through, you know, the basic sea survival course. I don't think I could have done it with the gear you have to carry on your back.
Yes.
So I wasn't a volunteer for sea. I agreed to carry weapons. I wasn't bothered about that, but it meant, because I was medically downgraded, if I had gone to sea, I could only go on certain ships if there was a PMO on board. Yeah, that's all I could have gone on. And then the back just, it didn't get any better, it didn't get any worse. And then I was lucky, I was one of, there was only 6 of us in the careers service at the time. I got careers service. I was in a 2-man office, so it meant wherever you went, you had to carry all your own stuff, all your displays, your literature to hand out, and it just made my back worse. And I got to work one day and I couldn't get out of my car.
Wow.
So I was then sent off on sick. I was off sick for about 4 months. Because I was at Guildford Careers Office, it was a 2-man office, it meant they were one down. I couldn't get into Portsmouth Careers Office because it's the office everyone wanted. So there were no vacancies. So for 3 months I went and worked at DNR headquarters in Victory Building. And the PMO, the surgeon captain at Nelson, said to me, "You're far better off if we make you P8 permanently unfit for service. You'll get your war pension." And that's what I did. So I in April 2000, I had my medical board and I got told the next day, "You're out." Got sent off on 3 months leave, you know, to get ready to start a new career. But I'd seen a job advertised at the RNBT for a PA.
RNBT?
Royal Naval Benevolent Trust. With Jeremy Owens. He was the chief executive there.
Yeah, I know.
And I went and saw him and said, "Can you remember, you always said to me if I ever needed a job to come and see you." And he said, "Well, it just so happens there is a PA's job going." So I applied for it and I got it, and I was there nearly 17 years till I retired last year. But, you know, I'm limited on some things that I can do with my back, you know, work-wise. I'd have loved to have retrained to be a nurse, but there's no way in the world I could have done that with my back. But I know what I can and can't do, and I try and keep myself as fit as I can. But the only thing I do now is walk. I've got 2 dogs and I walk my dogs, but because I've got bad knees as well, and they're playing up now. I'm limited on how far I can walk now.
Yeah.
But you know, you keep going because that's the military side of you. You know, if I ache, I take a painkiller and I just carry on. And that's what we all do. We keep going because that's our nature. It's just how we are.
And you'd think that actually employers would be begging for us, wouldn't they? If we want to work,
Yeah.
there's even double the determination to do
exactly.
it, isn't it?
I
The
believe
motivation.
that you know, as Janet was saying earlier, when you know you were in the kitchen preparing our lovely lunch, it actually does make you a stronger person because you think,
Yeah.
well, you know, I've got this, I've just got to get on with it. I can't feel sorry for myself. I've just got to get on with it. And you know, we've all got different issues, and look at us. We're 4 successful women sat around a table having a nice lunch.
Yeah.
You know,
With bits missing.
yeah.
Oh, Nick will be soon. So do you think having, you know, disability and impairment has made a big difference to your lives?
No, to be honest with you, it's actually made me more determined because people look at you as to say, you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, that makes me more determined anyway because of my military background. And I've actually found because of my disability, I actually do more because I've just signed up for sitting down volleyball as for one of my legs been amputated. So I'll get involved in that. I'm looking forward to getting a new cycling leg. I won't have to shave it either.
That's a bonus.
When after I had an accident, I was in physiotherapy for quite a number of weeks, well, a number of months. And they said to me, can you drive? And I said, no, I failed the test before I joined up and haven't bothered since. Oh, well, that's all right, because you won't be able to drive. And I thought,
Red rat to a bull.
well, yeah, because I thought, I might not be able to drive, but it's my decision, not anybody else's. And I went out that afternoon and bought a car from early Wrens quarters.
And now you drive.
Yeah.
I think people forget the joyfulness of having a disability. You know, we're not sitting here being sad and wretched, but actually life is full of joy, and people don't perceive that. You know, they think we're all sad and.
Well, if you hadn't your disability, Penny, you wouldn't be swanning off all over the world, would you? I quite envy you.
All the recipes are on my website, www.bakingblind.com.